Oh, this is gonna be a jam. It's gonna be a whole thing, and I hope that's receiving correctly. That's fine. That's perfect. Oh, this is gonna be a thing. It's been such a long time since the last time that I played. It's been 2 months actually, so the refresher's gonna be good. I'm also listening like 3 seconds behind. I'm panicked. I don't know if it shows, but I'm a little bit panicked. Just a teensy tiny little bit. Oh my god. Angle is also gonna be different. Heck yeah, it's gonna be different. Okay, well then. Whew. Hello everyone, I'm Perfetti. Welcome to a new episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm. Last time we completed episode 2, Brave New World, and it ended up with us being in the middle of a fight between Rachel and her dad told her, "That man is your mother." That woman is your mother. That man is also your mother. We're all your mother now. Oh no. Yeah, last time we ended up on a very weird note. So this is gonna be an interesting one. We're starting right in the middle of it. We're gonna go start episode 3, Hell is Empty. Are you guys ready? Because I'm not, but I could sure use the refresher because it's been such a long time since the last time I played. It's been a couple months since I recorded the previous episode, and so yeah, I'm trying to be constant with my uploads. It's just been such a hectic little ride so far, and I have yet to do a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that have happened too, so I'm gonna walk you through a few of those things as we go through today's episode.
On Life is Strange.
But here we go. Previously.
I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe.
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
None agreed.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Black Hole's done with me.
Yeah.
I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Juliet is waylaid.
We also acted on a play.
Closing down the roads and robbing us of our...
The Infernal. I forgot that he said that.
I swear to you, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish? Yes. Let's leave.
No.
For real. If you don't mean this, it's just making me feel like shit that
this section specifically
isn't going to happen. What would it take?
It looks like snow, but it was ash. Oh.
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
And that's where we ended off. It's a rough ride so far. So, what comes next?
I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Of course. In every
you
way
effed
that
up, man.
matters, Rose is my wife, and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sera. Your birth mother. I'm gonna tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
I'm speechless right off the bat, man. Like, what do I say about this? I cannot... I need to hear the story before I can give out any opinions on the matter.
Chloe,
I'm here.
I'm right here. Good. I need you.
Let's go. I don't mean to say that she cannot handle it. She is strong, but she needs help. It's not just a tiny little thing like, oh, we can get over that. No, this is life changing. This changes the way that you look at life. Changing the perspective that you have of someone that you've known your entire life, someone that you feel that you owe a lot of things to, and then learning that they are not the person that you think they were. It crushes your view of the world and makes you feel like everything you know is a lie. It's not that easy, so she can't handle it. She's gonna need help. Starting right off the bat. Hello?
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sera was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long.
Is there anything in and around? No. Okay, so that was them meeting high school.
She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sera wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape.
That sounds familiar. All of it so far.
When Sera became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind.
It's actually kind of a miracle that a person that was looking for an escape ever since high school got through all of that, then became pregnant and stayed with the same partner all throughout. It's not such a common thing. It's actually very, very hard, especially when going through a transition such as trying to find yourself and your place in the world and going to college. It's a very big transition and a very big thing, so I'm kind of surprised that that went the way that it went.
However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sera, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied by anyone or even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again.
So that was the cycle, huh? Meeting and courtship, then parenthood, and eventual break. Okay, before I go on to the reunion, I really want to talk about this. This game, like these couple games, have really made me think about life and in different stages, right? More specifically, like your teenage years, as you grow up and you try to find yourself. Like that's especially, like, there's a period of time in which you actually just like struggle a lot. But this specifically after your teenage years, going on into college and then thinking about being a parent and how much joy it can give you or how much you don't really want it. Could be either or both. This is always a couple's decision. Parenthood is. This section over here, the transition in between meeting someone and courting them, this is such an important part that will mark the rest of your relationship. He said he realized he was never going to be enough for her. The way that he's phrasing it is hurtful. Not for her, but for him. Because he was never going to be enough for her to be satisfied. He was never going to be enough for her to live the way that she wanted to. Give her the life that he gave her, whichever that might be. She was never going to be happy with it. He was always going to be not enough. It hurts. This is a realization that hurts so much. Because it happens. And it's not... There's many different ways that you can phrase it. But more importantly, instead of thinking that you are not, what you're not enough, some people just phrase it like, we are looking for different things in life. The way that I want to lead my life, the way that she wants to lead her life, or the way that my partner wants to lead their lives, is completely different from what I want in my life. And there's no way to compromise because they're just so radically different. This is real. This is a real struggle, and that's why a lot of people split up, even if they have been together since high school and even through college. After that, a path to self-realization and a path of growth can be in your plans, and your partner might need you to stay away from that plan. And if you don't compromise, then that means you're eventually going to split up. That's perfectly reasonable, because you should never let another person stunt your growth just because you think that it's a, good compromise to make. If you want both things and you can't have them both, more probably than not, life is going to make you choose which one you want the most. And that's one of the big reasons why, in my generation, a lot of people are not getting married. People are just staying single, not having kids. That's also very respectable, because they want what's best for them. They want growth. They want to pursue their careers. They want to feel fulfilled. They want to do a lot more different things other than just have kids and have to settle down. Even if they want to have kids, sometimes it's just not the optimal thing to do, because you cannot survive on even two people's salaries if you don't have multiple jobs. And if you're never going to be home, then why bring a kid to this world and just have them be alone all the time? It's quite unreasonable. So, wow, this strikes very differently than the rest of the game, because it's a different... It's talking about a different age. It's talking about a different age group. And I am in an age group in which I am constantly thinking of, what do I want out of myself? Do I want to be successful in this area? Do I want to pursue a new project? Do I need to do something different? Or do I want to stay where I'm at, try to be more successful at it, or maybe just settle down for something that's a little bit more stable and try to build a family right now. It's something that's crossed my mind multiple times, and maybe you don't know me, and I'm 25 years old. A lot of people at this point in life have really big crises because we don't know what we're gonna be doing with our lives later on. And the world is very much a mess in every sense of the world imaginable. So this struck a chord with me right now. That it's very different from the teenager drama stuff that we've seen so far. It's very different because that strikes a chord with me too, but from a place of memories. And a place where I can relate to the things that happen to these characters because it happened to me at some point in a different way. But this is happening to me right now. It's in the past for them, for these characters, but it's happening to me right now. This sort of decision and building of my own person and trying to figure out what I want to do and what I want out of life. So yeah, that was wow. Okay, let's continue on. That was a ramble, but I think I needed to get it out of my system.
What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel? It was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss.
Oh, I know the feeling. Sad kisses suck.
And I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again, to keep you safe.
Hard to take it at face value, because you did hurt Rachel in the process.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I send her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now
Alimony.
She wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
She has a right to know her biological mother. Now that she knows, I think it's her decision.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sera, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. People change, right?
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Down.
Well, this is awkward. Now I'm standing in the middle of your house. Okay, Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest cast party. Oh god, I already texted Rachel. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, stop. Oh, this is like me in my group chats. This is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. Can you guys, like, please stop? Oh god, just... Group SMS. Okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. Now I can read it. Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest cast party. I already texted Rachel like 8 times. Hey, I don't think we're making it. Chloe, you should come. Yeah, Chloe, you did awesome, babe. Don't call me babe. Hey, Chloe, great job tonight. Thanks, I can't. But you were amazing. Without you there, would have been no show. Seriously, just come. Bring Rachel. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Some people sometimes just don't understand whenever you say, I can't. It's not that I don't want to, I can't. Now we have all of these. Okay, let's read through Sera and Damon then. Okay. What can you say about a woman so mysterious her own daughter never heard of her until now? From what James told us, Sera is a drug addict who got herself mixed up in all sorts of crazy shit. And by drugs I mean OD and end up dead in an alleyway drugs, not smoke a bowl and watch anime. When Rachel was a baby, Sera would get high when she was supposed to be looking after her. Things got so fucked up that James finally had to take Rachel away. The funny thing is, even as James talked about all the horrible things Sera had done, it still seemed, I don't know, fixated, I guess. You could see the power she had over him. Actually, when he was talking about how beloved and magnetic Sera used to be, I couldn't help think of Rachel. I wonder if James sees that too. Maybe it's what makes him so afraid of her. Anyway, now Sera is in Arcadia Bay looking to meet Rachel. After years of taking James's money to stay away, suddenly she wants a relationship with her daughter. James seems skeptical, and Rachel... I can't even imagine what Rachel must be going through. This must be tough. Really tough. As for Damon Merrick. Spend a few minutes with Damon Merrick and you can tell that he's a peace-loving guy who gardens in his spare time and loves unicorns and rainbows. Oh, and hunting down anyone who owes him money. It's the simple pressures. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I know that he collects on his debts, his name is written all over the mail, and he might even scare Frank. I think they work together, but unlike Frank, he's got a bite to match his bark. Everyone at the mill that night seemed to know him, but every time I asked someone about him, they clammed right the hell up. And you have to be special breed of fucked up to scare any kind of sense into the criminal element of Arcadia Bay. The one thing everyone will tell me, the guy is bad news. And we've met him, so we're deep in.
I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
I need to talk to people.
This must be hard for you too, Mr. Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sera. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sera's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
Shouldn't that be up to Rachel? You know, I understand you want to protect her. I truly do, I do understand, but she's her own person and she's trying to demonstrate that she's her own person. Teenage years are not easy. You knew. You've been through it too. So at this point, shouldn't she be making the call if she wants to know more about her birth mother?
But shouldn't that be up to Rachel to decide?
Rachel is curious and determined. She's always going to want to know more.
I can believe that.
She won't be concerned about her own safety. She never has been.
Do you think Sera is involved with any of the drug dealers around here?
It wouldn't surprise me if she were.
Probably.
That's who she is. Chloe, I believe Rachel
Probably. We read the
trusts you
file
more
too.
than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please,
Okay.
put my daughter's safety first.
I will.
That is something I will always do.
She's so young. You are too. But I know you've experienced loss. Protect her from that. Please.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
That's a tough conversation to have. Like, this is very awkward, don't get me wrong.
Rachel only knew
but
half the truth when she set that fire. What if she'd known everything?
tell you the truth, I think she would still do that. She would have been freaking hurt. I think she's hurting right now.
Sera Gearhart is a known associate of that psycho who attacked Drew. And again, so is Frank.
And Sera is more than anything associated with Frank.
I hope tonight hasn't messed up Rachel's memories of family trips like this.
It's hard to tell. Whenever something or someone in your life does something that is very messed up, and you're mad at it, my personal policy is to keep the good things throughout the bad things when it comes to memories. So, good times will always be remembered as good times. Maybe it will become nostalgic later on, and, well, maybe sometimes that's not just the best thing ever, but keep the good things in your heart throughout everything else.
The Tempest show feels so far away now.
Congrats to the wonderful cast and crew of The Tempest. Sorry I missed you guys. I missed out, guys. Emergency came up. Any update on Mikey? Recovering. This isn't a place to discuss. Text if you want to talk. Yeah.
This is so painful to look at.
How to clear browser history. How to incognito tab. Incognito tab? Yeah. Quite a serious stone to start off today.
This seems like a James and Rose bookshelf. I can't imagine Sera here instead.
I would not be able to imagine that either, to be perfectly honest, Chloe. Would never be able to.
Hard to argue that Rachel would have had a better life with Sera. But does that make what James did right?
No. I don't think so.
There's worse things than growing up around fancy stuff like this.
There are a lot of worse things, yes.
Holy shit. Rachel completely destroyed that table.
Reason number 1 why I don't like glass furniture. It gets destroyed. Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay. Rose.
Okay. Do you need any help? Are you okay?
Do you need any help with anything?
That's very kind of you. Could you get out the broom for me? It's in the breezeway, door to the left of the fridge.
Okay. I'll do that.
Can't believe I was feeling goofy enough to draw that just a few hours ago. Hey, cool graphic. Rachel was really getting rid of this?
Can I take it?
Mrs. Amber, could I have this?
Oh, sure, Chloe. Rachel was going to give it away anyhow.
Thanks.
I appreciate that. This is so weird. My feelings right now are just weird. Okay, we were very goofy just a few hours ago, and right now, Not really. Here's the broom, Rose.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
Me too.
I'm glad too.
You've had to cope with much worse, I know. I'm grateful Rachel has someone as strong as you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
It is very awkward, to be perfectly honest. It is super duper awkward, but I'm doing better than Rachel right now. It honestly just... I understand family fights tend to make the atmosphere like this. Such a weird energy.
I guess I'm not great. Rachel and I were really happy a few hours ago, and now...
Maybe you can see why James wanted to keep this a secret. There are many painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
I mean, yeah, he lied, but I can't really... I don't want to make you feel better about something that really is not in your power. I need to talk to you about what is happening from inside your household. I think that's... yeah, sorry.
Doesn't matter
you did
how
lie.
painful it is. You don't lie to someone you love.
You might be right. But can any of us really know what we would do in his situation? He's been
I
a
don't know.
devoted father for 15 years. I know he loves Rachel more than anything.
I'm surprised you're defending him after what he did at the Overlook.
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
You don't have to worry about
That
me
speaks volumes.
or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do you think Sera is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I
Probably.
don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband. His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
Okay, oh, heavy atmosphere.
It's so weird to look at this now.
Just imagining that instead of Rose, there was someone else in there. Let's go talk. Let's go upstairs. Talk to Rachel. I am having trouble with the commentary. It's supposed to be funny time, and it's not funny because it's so serious time. Oh my god. I haven't been able to tell you about the new changes in my life because of this. Like, this is so weird. Also, music that I'm gonna have to mute. That is also a thing. Oh man. That was just the beginning of it. You know what? I'm happy that we got to the starting credits. Oh my god, that was such a heavy thing. That was such a heavy start to an episode. Oh my god. Guys, thank you so very much for watching up until this point. I hope it wasn't a bummer of an episode. Yeah. Hell is empty. I will see you guys next time when we show Rachel that we're here for her. Hopefully in a less than a bummer episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.